If you're going to take to the field this bow hunting season, having an accurate reading of the distance to your target is vitally important. Unlike a rifle, an arrow drops at a much faster rate over distance, and the ranges of the hunt are much shorter. This means that the hunter will be much more concerned with the minimum distance that a rangefinder can read more than the maximum distance, since most shots are taken at under 100 yards. There is still a benefit to a longer distance rangefinder for archery hunting, especially when it comes to planning your stock to get close to the animal. But having a rapid and accurate range so that you select the proper pin on your bow is far more important. It's also going to be a much bigger deal on how well the rangefinder computes the angles and compensates the distance for you. A rangefinder works by shooting a beam of invisible laser light at a target, and since the speed of light is a known constant, a sensor inside can very quickly measure the time that it takes for the reflection of the light to come back to the sensor. Unfortunately, things like particles in the air, thermal deviations that cause moisture or bubbles of air to be suspended, ambient light, and many other issues can degrade the ability of the rangefinder to quickly or accurately return a result. Today's rangefinders fire multiple laser pulses at the target and then average the return data to help alleviate these issues. Another big issue that can interfere with an accurate reading is how reflective the target is. A deer is much less reflective than a plate glass window. Manufacturers have worked through these issues by increasing the power of the laser, improving the sensors that read the reflected light, and speeding up the computer processors that calculate the data. Almost any modern laser rangefinder designed for the hunting market is going to be a great tool for the archery hunter, but the addition of a few features will really set a few above the rest. We're going to look at 4 such rangefinders that I think you will find are a great addition to your archery setup and also have great value for other uses, so you aren't forced to purchase more than one rangefinder, one for archery and one for rifle shooting. Many of these products have some common features, like the ability to hold the button to scan and follow the target for changing distance, angle compensated distance, and tough, rubberized, weatherproof enclosures. But I'll talk about a few features of each that really makes them stand out. My go-to rangefinder for long-range shooting is the Kilo2200 BDX from Sig Sauer. This rangefinder is just super powerful and often returns an accurate reading when other rangefinders struggle. It's also extremely fast. The addition of the Sig BDX system allows me to use Bluetooth to connect my Kilo2200 directly to my smartphone ballistic calculator and my BDX-capable rifle scope to automatically move my scope reticle. The 7-power magnification rangefinder has a 25mm objective lens for excellent light gathering even in twilight. Even with higher magnification than the others in this lineup, it has a 36-foot field of view at 100 yards. The single button operation makes it very fast to get an accurate reading, and it offers features such as angle modified range, which is a must for accurate shooting on the fly. It also has excellent glass quality and coatings to provide good clarity without color aberration. My favorite feature of this rangefinder is the Lumatic technology that quickly adjusts the OLED screen brightness for ambient light. During twilight, when the ambient light is dimmer, you don't want to wreck your low light vision with a screen that's too bright, and you may also not have time to go into the settings to dim the light. Just set your brightness level to auto and let the Kilo2200 make those adjustments for you. The shortest distance I was able to get a reading on the Kilo2200 was 4.6 yards on a highly reflective white wall. The battery life on the included CR2 battery is about 4,000 scans, so it will definitely last you for a very long time. The ability to use the Kilo2200 for long-range shooting and also for it to be an excellent choice for up-close archery hunting made it the one rangefinder to rule them all if I had to choose a single device for all my hunting needs. For those who are mainly interested in things that go twang and not so much those that go bang, the RX-Fulldraw is just the rangefinder for you. It's designed with the bow hunter in mind and packed with features that make it an excellent choice for archery hunting. In addition to being an excellent rangefinder that returns readings up to 1,200 yards on reflective surfaces, it contains the Archery Advantage Bow Ballistic software. This allows you to input your arrow weight, velocity, and peep height to compute very accurate firing solutions based on the range and angle. Another awesome feature is the flight path technology that shows the maximum height your arrow will achieve before it drops onto the target. This is great if you're shooting into trees that may have branches that can deflect your arrow in flight before it reaches the target. The thin red line shows you where your arrow tops out so that you can ensure that you won't clip an obstacle in flight. The 6-power magnification with a 22mm objective lens provides a 32-foot field of view at 100 yards. Leupold lists their minimum distance as 6 yards, but using a reflective white wall, I was able to get it to reliably return a range at 5 yards. On top of it all, the Fulldraw had the clearest optical clarity and truest color of any of the rangefinders that I tested. Based on the specialty features for the archery hunter, the RX-Fulldraw from Leupold is my top choice for stick and string hunting. For an all-purpose rangefinder that has excellent performance and comes in at least $150 less than its nearest competitor, the Leupold RX-1400i TBR couples value with rock-solid reliability. I really love how small and lightweight this rangefinder is, weighing almost half of the other three in this lineup. I can really notice the difference after a long day hanging from my Alps Bino pouch. The 1400i provides true ballistic range compensation with wind, as well as line of sight, true distance, and even features a bow mode for computing angles for archery. In TBR mode, you can choose one of the 25 hold settings that you pre-select to correspond to your load data from the included table or from Leupold's website. It will even compute elevation changes from a 10-mile-per-hour crosswind and display them in MOA or a MILRAD. The RX-1400i uses a lightning-fast, digitally enhanced accuracy (DNA) engine to return results quickly and with more functionality. With a minimum range of 6 yards, this rangefinder is a great choice for the archery hunter looking for a rangefinder that will also serve well during rifle or muzzleloader season, but also has greater compensated ranging accuracy for extreme angles. It returned good results in bright daylight on reflective targets up to 1,200 yards with little difficulty, though not as quickly as the Sig Kilo2200. I will say that it had exceptional low light performance and amazing optical clarity. With 5 times magnification, I like the wide field of view of 368 feet at 1,000 yards. The single included CR2 battery provides an advertised life of 3,000 activations, and the very clear and easy to see TOLED screen is very bright and easy to read even in the lowest brightness setting. The Vortex Ranger 1800 is a very simple to use basic rangefinder for those who may not desire all of the extra functionality that the others have provided. Some people just like to keep their gear simple and free of bells and whistles. It provides decent ranging in bright daylight, which is about the worst time of day to try to get a fast and accurate reading. I was able to get animals at about 800 yards and really struggled to get a reading against a highly reflective target past 950. In lower light, I was able to pick up rocks and bushes at around 1,100 yards reliably. For the archery hunter, the minimum distance I was able to read was 11 yards, well within the distances that you would need to get a range on a target. The Ranger provides horizontal component distance adjustment up to 60 degrees, or can provide a line of sight distance with a display of the elevation angle so that your favorite ballistics application can do the computing. The Ranger 1800 is a tough little unit and can take a beating, but it also comes with the no questions asked VIP lifetime warranty, which is very uncommon among electronic optics. I wasn't able to wear down the included CR2 battery, but it will provide thousands of readings. The 6-time magnification 22mm objective lens provides a 32-foot field of view at 100 yards so that you can see a good amount of space at one time. If you're looking for a simple-to-use basic rangefinder, the Ranger 1800 is a great choice. Almost every rangefinder on the hunting market today provides some level of angle range compensation, rugged design, water and dust ingress protection, ergonomic rubberized chassis, and many of the same features. Almost every model currently sold also provides the means to scan multiple targets and get instant updates by simply holding the ranging button. These features have become what users expect from today's rangefinders. However, there are vast improvements in our current generation of rangefinders and some really cool features coming out all the time. See all of the rangefinding options available at your local Sportsman's Warehouse and get ready for this hunting season. Good hunting!